A fine Sunday afternoon for baseball at Petco Park. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the San Diego Padres. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Eric Lauer, an Ohio-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This guy had a year you'd love to forget last year. Awfully ugly. We'll see if he can rebound and pitch much better. And if he doesn't, his spot in the rotation could be in jeopardy. It'll be awfully important that he gets off to a good start in this one.
Now to the plate, here is Cliff Floyd. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. Guys, these Padres, as they take the field this afternoon, they come in off to a bit of a slow start with just one win in their first 3 tries.
Hey, Matty V, you know, if there's such a good thing as splitting a series, Dero, this is the one. They lose the first 2 games of this series, win Game 3. They'd like nothing more than to split this series and win Game 4.
Yeah, Bobby Cox always used to say, you got to take care and beat the teams you're supposed to beat and then play 500 against the really good teams. They have a chance to do that exactly today. Drop the first 2, but if they can win today, they split this series and move on.
Count is 1-2 now. 65 degrees our temperature here at first pitch. Swung on but fouled off to the left. Ready to deliver the 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Loud contact there, but it's well foul.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
The 2-2.
Gotta love the battle we're seeing right out of the gates in this game. That's 7 pitches now, and if this is any indication, we're in for a good contest here.
Now a ball rolls softly to second. Reined in. Throw to first is in time for the first down. With that, the batting order for the visiting Arizona Diamondbacks. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Well, Matty, we know this is a pitcher's park. The numbers bear it out. Look for the managers to play a part in this one. Hopefully the guys listened in the hitters meeting. They're going to stay up the middle, big part of the yard. But when they get on, look for some wheels in motion, some execution, trying to manufacture some runs. I think that's how this lineup will play it out.
And now the first pitch. Brooks Robinson stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north-south without question, letters to knees.
Well, I tell you what, he really favors a power pitcher. If you can consistently pitch at about the chest level and above, he'll call that high strike zone. I think he's a very friendly pitcher's umpire.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. Into the windup and the pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Garcia is there. 2 down.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 44, Willie McCovey.
Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Willie McCovey. He's swinging the bat well in the series, 5 for 12 so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I gotta believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
And there's a swing and a miss. 2-1 now.
You know, all the pitchers I talked to throughout the course of my career, they always said they wanted to establish the heater the first time through the order. Right there, he kind of took a different route, thrown a nasty changeup.
He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
They know the threat this guy poses at the plate. I know it's a 3-1 in this situation right here, but I cannot believe for the life of me this pitcher's going to come anywhere near the middle of the zone.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Garcia is camped under this one, and he will put it away to retire the side. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. And now the Friars will get their first chance. No score. Cal Quantrill will be the one towing the rubber for the Diamondbacks. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you think this guy's tough to hit? Take a look at that ERA in the low 2s last season. If he pitches like that again this year, he's going to be awfully tough. He's going to be fun to watch in this one.
Here's Michael Brantley. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Brantley.
And now a pitch on the way. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. Well, guys, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, it's official now. They will not go 162-0 as they were handed their first loss of the season last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. This is a big one here, D-Row. They've won 2 of the first 3 of this series. This swing game here, you'd like to win 3 out of 4. I know you're at this point, but boy, a split certainly would not be good for this ball club right now.
Yeah, Dan, to win the first 2 games, all right, you can live with dropping the 3rd game of the set, but you don't want to end this 2-2. You work too hard early to not win this series.
With a moment here in downtown San Diego, we'll look at the Padres starting lineup. What's the word on them as they try to split the series, Mark?
Well, Matt, this goes for both lineups. They know they're dealing with a tough test in a pitcher's park, but they can't let that bother them too bad, or they'll walk out of here a 3-4 game set, 0 for 12, 0 for 15. They have to find a way to stay within themselves, line drive approach. One will carry out of here if they get it. Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
The bouncer to the left side. Scooped up. Over to McCovey. 2 down.
Batting third, the first baseman, Stan Musial.
Now it'll be Stan Musial, has 2 hits in 11 trips for the series so far. First pitch on its way.
That's a ball. Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0.
Hey! Look out, 1-1.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now.
Great job by the pitcher right there to put him in the proverbial rocking chair. Slowed him down, sped him up, slowed him down. Let's see where he's going now.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a 2-seamer, and the inning is over. Padres down in order. We are still scoreless. Next is Fernando Tatis Jr. In 13 at-bats so far in the series. He's collected 3 base hits. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. Now here's the pitch. No contact there, and it's 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch.
Nope. That's inside.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
So now to the plate, Dylan Carlson, as he will swing at the first pitch and line this one into left center, and that's going to get down for extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues, middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
At the plate now, Robinson Cano, as he'll take a look at ball 1. The 1-0.
2-0.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
No score here as we play inning number 2. All even now, 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. And the run will score as the Diamondbacks take the early 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
And up next, it'll be Keibert Ruiz. And he puts it on the ground to second. And that's through for a hit. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and the guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
No balls and 1 strike. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Lifetime in this matchup, he's gone 2 for 8. He also has 1 home run. Now a little looper down the left field line. And this is going to get down for extra bases as that'll get 1, if not both of them home. And they'll get the man at third here at least, but in the interim, a run has come in to score.
And this is a nice decision here in the outfield. The run's going to score easily, but he sees he might have a shot at that guy taking third, so he gets off a really good throw to gun him down.
Stepping in now, Cal Quantrill, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. 0-1 pitch.
One ball, one strike. Nope, inside, ball.
Well, he's been laboring a bit through these first 2 innings of work. That's 37 pitches, and ideally, he'd be closer to 27 instead.
Bader stands at second with 2 gone. Grounded to third. He's got it. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the D-backs 2 and the Padres nothing. Last half of the second set to go, and next will be the speedy catcher, Pudge Rodriguez.
Hey, Matty, they need to get some offense going in this one. Getting a run back in this inning, give them a little bit of confidence that they can keep up in this game.
And now the first pitch. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. 2-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Batting fifth.
Okay, here's how the Snakes are lining up defensively. And I'm locking in today on outfielder Harrison Bader, one of the elite defenders in the game. Burst on the scene in 2018, and he can go get them with the best of them. Elite defender, people. Lock in on him. Top of the order hitter as well.
To the plate now, Adolis Garcia, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and a base hit, the first one of the game for the Padres.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Into the box, number 9. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
Nope, that's a ball.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Fastball called strike 1-2. Swing, and he pops him up, and that's in there. Base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Digging in will be Edwin Rios. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Bader is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. And they are on the board as the run scores from third to cut the lead to 2-1 now. Got a long way to go to make that running catch, and here it is again with the show track numbers. Took a great angle at it, showed nice closing speed, and ended up running close to 110 feet to finally bring it in. No doubt an effort his teammates are appreciative of. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. Popped him up. McCovey over to his left. He handles it easily, and the inning is over. Well, for better or for worse, when you seek attention, you might just get it. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Back to the top spot in the Arizona lineup now, and stepping in, Cliff Floyd. He bounced out last time up. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. As he hits one on a line to left field. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on.
Hey, there's a base hit to lead off the third inning. Talk about having a lot of traffic, D-Roll. He's given up several hits already, so he's been in the stretch most of the game.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Dan. That is the name of the game for this offense. They're trying to get this guy in the stretch. Hopefully he misses over the heart of the plate like he's been doing so far up until this point.
Into the box now, Brooks Robinson, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Throw over to the bag, just keeping him close. Floyd gets his lead at first, nobody out. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there. And that's taken for a called strike two.
Hey, usually the second time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
He's not going to feel good about that at bat, nor should he. You have to want to swing the bat, but he just stood there and looked at 4 straight pitches. Hopefully, we'll see him get a little bit more aggressive next time.
So now to the plate, Willie McCovey, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. Oh, 1, here's the pitch.
Ball, that's out.
And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. Two and two to stretch Willie McCovey. Working for the punch out and the offering. Hit sharply on the ground, and that'll just elude his outstretched glove for a base hit. Throw won't get him.
Now batting, the shortstop, Fernando Tatis Jr.
And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And it's quickly 0-2.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
And another foul ball. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
You know, I think he's having a hard time with that curveball right now, and that's part of the reason why he struggled early on in the start. It's so important to have command of those secondary pitches, or hitters just start sitting on the hard stuff.
Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here, from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at bat coming up. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. It'll die on the warning track as the catch is made. And here comes the runner from third. And the run is in to score from third. It's now 3-1.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1.
Hey, the way this guy on the mound's been struggling to find the zone, I'm not mad at the guy taking a pitch.
Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Down 0-2, maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
A runner on first with 2 away. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
Here now the 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. D-backs lead it 3-1.
Never stop me from being a good rager. I get respect from observers.
Now to bat, Eric Lauer as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
The pitcher, Eric
First pitch of the AB now. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
And the Padres pitcher behind with a 1-2 count.
Great mid-AB adjustment right there. Swung at the first high fastball and was able to take the second one.
Fastball just inside.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
And that one yanked just foul. The 2-2 one more time. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air, and he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out.
now batting, the left fielder, Michael Brantley.
Stepping up is Michael Brantley. He flew out in his last AB. Now here's the first offering. Good late break to the slider here, but he takes it in on the hands for ball one. The 1-0. Brantley is known to have an incredible ability to make contact when he swings the bat, becoming a rare thing to see him swing and miss, leading many people to marvel at his apparent hand-eye capabilities. Especially in today's game with such a high strikeout rate out there, he's becoming more of a rare talent.
Yeah, I just don't think he's trying to do too much. He gets himself into good hitters' counts and tries to hit it right back off the pitcher's hat.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up, and that's going to land foul. The 2-2 one more time. Line to the right side, and he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Luis.
So stepping in is Luis Arias, grounded out in his last at-bat. And now the first pitch. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you've got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder on the run. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Torey Lovello about the Diamondbacks' offensive production. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for Arizona.
At the plate now is Robinson Cano. First pitch coming. Here it is. Into right field. That's a base hit. So it's a good start to the inning for the Diamondbacks. Leadoff hitters aboard. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
Standing in now, Keibert Ruiz, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He singled in his first AB. The 1-0.
Non-competitive pitch right there, runs the count to 2-0, and he is ready to do some damage in the box.
From the belt, the pitch. Boy, he just threw that fastball by him. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swing, and he pops him up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Full count still. The 3-2 one more time. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The 3-2 one more time. Popped him up. Here comes Brantley. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And both of these guys bringing it pretty good. 97 and 93 is the top recorded speed so far. So a runner at first with one out now. And in to bat next, one of the fastest players in all of baseball, Harrison Bader. On its way is pitch number 75. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. There he goes. Here's one fouled off to the right as the count evens at 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Hit hard on the ground to second. Fielded cleanly to Iglesias for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Diamondbacks down without much of a fight, and it's still 3-1. Bottom of the inning now, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Stan Musial.
The first baseman, Stan Musial.
Now here's the pitch. And he fouls this one off. A ball and a strike to the Padres first baseman. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Floyd is there. One out.
Now batting, catcher, Ivan Rodriguez.
Next up, Pudge Rodriguez flew out last time up.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB. Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
This is on the ground over to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, number 53.
Next to hit, Adolis Garcia. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Here's the pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike two. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
And I'll tell you, this is the last guy in the lineup you want to put on base for free. He's probably feeling a little salty after getting drilled, and he's got speed to burn, so look for him to try and make something happen out there.
Now a move over to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Stepping in now, number 9. Pitches a cold strike, the throw, and it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
1 run, 2 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Padres. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Padres leave 1. Score holds. It's 3-1. Christy Mathewson will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
Christy Mathewson.
All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And next will be the pitcher, Cal Quantrill.
The pitcher, number 47, Cal.
First delivery to him. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
You know, a lot of guys don't like to swing at the first pitch. That might be the case with this one right here. Took a wheelhouse fastball, 0-0 center cut. Didn't even give the impression he was swinging.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Here comes the 1-2. Is a fastball that misses.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he misses with it, ball 4. And a terrible start to the inning as he's walked the pitcher leading things off.
That's an excellent at bat right there. Fell behind it early, 1-2. Didn't panic or start chasing pitches out of the zone. He's able to lay off 3 pitches in a row, and he's standing on first with no outs. That's a great job.
In now, Cliff Floyd. And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. There's a curveball, but it misses well out of the zone. And the bells are about to toll. Trevor Hoffman is up in the Padre bullpen. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. And that misses for ball 2. 2-1 now to Floyd.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Three and 1 to the Diamondbacks left fielder.
Got to find a way to get back in the zone. I know you're in danger of losing both to walks, but certainly don't miss over the heart of the plate and have this guy gap one, or even worse, hit a 2-run homer.
This is driven to right, and no doubt about it, that one's way out of here. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Second home run early in the year as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Well, this is something you don't see every day. It had the distance the second it left the bat, but it was anybody's guess whether it was going to be fair or foul. That is, until it clanked off the top of the foul pole. No question or controversy now. That's an impressive homer.
To the plate now, Brooks Robinson. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. No hits to this point. The 1-0.
All the makings of a big inning right here. One already left the yard, and the power hitters are coming up.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses, ball two.
1 strike.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Ground ball left side. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away.
The first base.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
At the plate, Willie McCovey. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 1-0 is taken for ball two.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
3-0 now.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
3-0 pitch is offered at and missed for the first strike.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your A swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike two. Swing and a miss, and they come back from a 3-0 count to sit him down on strikes, and there are 2 gone. So 2 out, nobody on. And up steps the big bat of Fernando Tatis Jr. First pitch of the AB now. As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. And this will be fouled away. Look into Pudge now, the 1-1. And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Into the box now, Dylan Carlson, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. In for a strike, it's 1-1. From the stretch.
Count 2-1.
picked him up. Iglesias over to his right. And the inning is over. But two come across to score in the inning courtesy of this two-run home run. Middle of the afternoon here downtown. It's the Diamondbacks 5 and the Padres 1. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with San Diego's manager during the inning break about the Padres' offensive production to this point. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
Thank you, Heidi.
The third baseman, Edward.
50th pitch of the game on its way. Line softly to the right side. This gets foul. It's 0-1.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
Pulled toward right center field. Bader is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
The batter, the shortstop, Jose Iglesias.
Stepping in next, Jose Iglesias comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch on its way.
Nope. Ball one. Counts 1-0.
Bases are empty, one man out. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
Over to McCovey, 2 down.
Now batting, the pitcher, Christie.
Edgar Martinez will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Hitting for the Padres, number 11, Edgar Martinez.
And now the first pitch. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there, it's strike one. And here's a pitch high and tight for a ball, 1-1.
This right-handed pitcher, his bread and butter is that two-seamer, and he loves to throw it inside.
Fouled off. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Carrasco takes over to start the sixth inning on the mound.
Number 59, Carlos Carrasco.
Now into the box, Robinson Cano. Last time through was a base hit.
Robinson Cano.
First pitch on the way.
Hey!
The 0-1 pitch. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
The 0-2 home. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Now batting.
So the next
The
to
catcher,
bat will be Keibert Ruiz. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. From the stretch. Now a first pitch changeup here. Too far inside. It's 1-0. Action now in the Padre bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's getting loose out there. The 1-0 delivery. And a swing as he pulls this one into right. But he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
The batter, the center fielder, Harrison Bader.
So that'll bring in Harrison Bader. A hit in 2 tries so far. Carrasco pauses. Here comes the first pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. Diamondbacks down in order. They're up 5-1.
Concentrating my balance, give life a better chance. I'm too involved in God.
And here's the left-handed hitting Michael Brantley. He'll start things out in the 6th for a
Leading up
lineup
for the
that really
Padres,
hasn't found its
the
groove
left
in
fielder.
this one.
Yeah, let's see if he can work a walk, maybe a knock, ground ball with eyes, something. Catch a gap to get this offense going. 2 hits as a team can start demoralizing your confidence. But if he can get on, start some traffic in motion, we might have something.
0-1 the count. Now here's the pitch.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Hey. 2-2. Pulled toward right center field. Right fielder is on the run, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Luis.
That'll bring up Luis Ariz. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
He's in complete command of his 2-seamer right now. It's got great movement, great depth, running all over the place. This offense is going to have a tough time.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Fouled away. We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to